Hi everyone, it's Gary from chirocentre.co.uk, and I'm super excited today because I got my new Emwave2, which is recommended by the Bulletproof executive Dave Asprey. I'm quite keen to try biohack my stress levels, and I wanted to explain today how this Emwave2 works, because out of the box you get all these instructions and manuals with a CD, and it's actually quite extensive, all the information that comes with this little booklet. What I've found though is that reading all of this information, I realize that this little thing that looks so simple can be quite complex. So I'll start with showing you the basic setup for how I got everything going. I prefer actually using the ear sensor. So this is the ear sensor that goes in there in the socket. You see, can't really see there, but there's a little headphone socket that it goes into next to its micro USB, which I'll use later to connect to the computer. And then that section there is the thumb sensor if you want to use that, but let's use the ear holder. So I'm going to go over here and see, this is the ear sensor here. So see, there's a sensor in there, and I'm going to place that on my ear now. So it's just on the earlobe, and what I'm going to do is turn the machine on, the Emwave2. So you'll see, just to let you know, that section there is the top, that's the bottom. If you get confused, also you'll see the Emwave2 symbol on the side, and so you'll know what's up or down. So, and there's the power button there. So what I'm going to do is just hold that down, and you'll hear it beep. There we go, we're on. So this is what's called setup mode. So what you'll see now is that you get those lights over there, and then it's going to have to pick up my heart rate through the ear sensor. Let me just move that around a little bit. There we go, it's picking up my heart. Right, so that's my actual live heart rate, and this here is what the Emwave2 is all about. It's your coherence level. So what you want to see is that that light, as it's done now, has changed to blue. Now it's changing back to red again. So that means I'm not in a coherent state. Ideally what I want is to get that light to change to green. What this is doing here is just a breathing pacer, so it's just going up and down. I should be breathing according to that, or I can breathe slower. It's my choice. What you'll see also is that the longer, there we go, I've just hit green, so it means I'm in a good coherent state. Even though I'm speaking to you, I feel calm, and whilst I'm in this nice green state, I'm also getting these reward bars. What I want is to get these bottom blue bars to fill this, to go all the way to the top. Once it does that, I'll hear a different tone, and that's my first reward cycle. I probably want to try and do at least 3 reward cycles in a day. So again, there's my actual live heart rate, and it will just beep to let me know that I'm changing zones again. What they say is that when you're in the blue or the green zone, they'll give you the beeps to let you know that you're there. Like now, once I've hit the red zone again, it's going to keep quiet to let me try and get back into the other zones. If I stay in the red zone for too long, I'm going to lose some of these blue bars, and it's going to take me longer to get through my reward cycle. Whilst I'm in this basic setup mode, I can also change the volume. So you'll see I'm going to tap the bottom. That's volume up, and that's mute. So if you want it to quiet, whilst you're going through your session, you can actually change the volume, which is pretty handy. So that's on high, mute, back to low. Now there's another section here, which is the advanced section. So advanced, what I'm going to do is go to the top of the sensor and hold it down. Holding, and you'll see different tone. There we go, I'm in advanced mode now. So this is the third mode that the Emwave2 can go into. What I'm currently in now is the heart rate variability sensor. So if I'm just this is the software that comes with the machine. So you'll see I'm now currently in this section over here. So this is called the heart rate variability display mode. So you get different options like that. You'll find out when you get your machine, but with me, I'm currently sitting at the 20 beats per minute. So you can see the single blue bars at the bottom and the top, and this should be my live heart rate variability with not following a breathing pace anymore. If I want to leave this mode, what I'll do now is you'll see there's a couple of other modes. You get the normal breathing pacer mode and the stealth display. So stealth display is quite cool. That's when you want it to be not shining all these lights if you're in a public spot and you didn't want to attract attention. So now I'm going to just hold that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's the breathing pacer mode. So you can still see my reward bars going up. Now I'm still in the advanced mode, and now I'm going to go to stealth, holding top. There we go. That's stealth mode. So now all I'm going to see is my coherence bar, coherence mode at the top. Remember, if I want it even more stealth, I can turn the sound off by touching the bottom. That's mute. So now this is actually on, it's working. I'm changing my coherence zones, and all I will see is the light changing. No sound, no breathing pacer, no flashy lights. I can leave this mode again by just holding the top for a few seconds, hear the beep, and now I'm in that heart rate variability mode. Hold it again, and I'll go into the breathing pacer mode. So this is all in the advanced section of your machine. If you want to then just go back to the basic, I'm going to hold this down, holding the top button, and it's going to change. There we go. Now I'm back into that basic mode again. So this is just where the breathing pacer will just go up and down in rhythm, and I'm just going to try accumulate some reward bars again. So that's your Emwave2. That's a quick way of starting to set it up. I'm now also going to just show you what happens if you set it up with your software on your machine, on your computer. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take the little micro USB and put it in the machine. There you go, all connected. So now, still got the sensor on, so you'll see the breathing pacer going up and down. Let me actually just turn that off, so I'm going to hold the bottom down. There we go. So I've turned off my live session, and now it's in charging mode, so it charges through the little micro USB. Right, now, see, so when you install your Emwave software, you'll get 2 pages. So what I'm on is just the manual, basically. So that's the guide, and you'll see there's all these options here on the side. I've watched all of these videos and read all the information. That's why I wanted to share with you how to do all this. I'm just going to minimize that screen. Okay, that's some of my sessions that I've been playing around with so far. Now what I'm going to do is just sync my machine to the software. So sync, oops, comes up with all these options. Yeah, I want to do all that. Click OK. There we go. So that was the session I just recorded. So I was doing that with you. Okay. Now it's erasing that session off the Emwave2 so that it doesn't store all these extra coherence sessions. And let's see, so that is now, let's just go, you'll see, what you'll see here is that you'll see what level I was trying it out in. That's level 1. You can go all the way to level 4. I tried level 4. As you can see, I could not get into the green or the blue state at all after 2 minutes. So I'm going to have to take a while to get used to that. But this is right now. I think that was that session I just did with you, because it's going to give me more information here. That's it. So you can see the date, what my challenge level was, what time I started, what time it ended, how long it took, and how long my longest period that I was in that green zone, which was 16 seconds. And that just gives me an overall of the session. Give me my average heart rates and all this extra information at the bottom. I can also go into here, and that was actually my heart rate variability live throughout that session I just recorded with you while I had the ear sensor on. So it gives you all the ratios. It tells you a little bit more information about the score. Now, for instance, if I wanted to delete that because I was keeping data just for myself, for my records, and I thought this would be an abnormal bit of data to keep on record, I can actually delete this session, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to go on software to edit, delete, and I'm going to delete that session. There we go, and it's gone. So that's the Emwave2. It's a funky piece of machinery. I'm really looking forward to testing it out and seeing after 2 weeks of use if it really does reduce my stress levels and make me feel better. Thanks, I'm Gary from chirocentre.co.uk.